Hey guys, sorry. I wasn't sure if I was connected or not there. Hopefully all can hear me here. Let me know. Right now it says I'm not even connected yet. Let me know if you can hear me at all. You guys can see me. Let me just try refreshing the page here. Hope you guys are all having a good Sunday. I'm having a good Sunday. It's my staycation this week. I'm off work this week. Kind of nice to have a paid vacation where you don't have to work. That's always nice. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen the Beyond the Meat Burger video yet. That video, I mean, let me know what you guys think. If you haven't viewed it yet, the video is now live. And just to let you guys know as well, I am doing a bonus video. So tomorrow night, I am uploading a video at 8 p.m. Eastern, those who are interested. Hey, Sarah. Oh, thank you. It's in an hour. I'm just celebrating a little bit early. I've got my drink there. And it's alcoholic. I hardly ever drink, but I just felt like it. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm just organizing here. Oh, hey, Abe. Yeah, this is what I'm drinking here. It's only got 5% alcohol in it. I think it's the third one I've had, and I don't really feel that much of anything. Just tastes like peach juice, which can be a little bit dangerous, but so that's why my face looks a little red. But I don't feel anything at all. Just a little bit of a slight buzz, but nothing major. What else? So yeah, those just coming in. What I had to mention. Yeah, I'm airing a bonus video tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday and Wednesday gonna be opening as usual. As to what time, it depends. You know what I mean? What time people are on most of that time of day. You know what I mean? You should check my YouTube studio settings. I just want to try something a little different. If it doesn't work, I'll just change it back to the regular schedule. I just thought this week that I'm off work, on my paid vacation, it'd be a good time for me to, experiment, try some things. If they don't work with the channel, I'll just switch everything back to the way it was. Great. I just spilled all over myself, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm listening to the spill on my computer. That's off to a great start, hey guys? No, I'm not. I am not. I just hit it by accident. I'm just a little clumsy sometimes, that's all. I only spelled like a drop on the computer, which nowhere near the keyboard, and spilled on myself everywhere else. So I think I'm gonna leave my drink alone for a while. I am drinking something alcoholic, Diana. Hey, Amanda, welcome. Welcome to all the TD crew and everybody joining in. Everybody, all my subscribers. Now, what was I saying? Hey, Holly. Come here. The dog's wondering what all the ruckus is about. Come on. Up. So, yeah, there's Holly. Yeah, so as I was saying, I just want to do some slight changes to the channel. I'm off this week. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thank you very much. I thought it'd be a good week to do it when I'm not working. You know what I mean? When I have time to, experiment with the channel a little bit. I just thought it'd be a good time to do it when we're time. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. Would you guys believe she is going to be 13 in August? Those of you who have seen her photos on Instagram, yeah, she's going to be 13. She doesn't look like it, right? So those who don't know, my mom used to breed German Shepherds, and we got Holly from the last litter that my mom bred. I plan on doing some more cooking. I'm not sure what next time, though. I know, right? Mostly everybody thinks she's like 7 or 8, but yeah, she's 13. She's always wanted to play, and right now it just doesn't look like she wants to play because she's sleeping. But yeah, 13. Her mother, who was named Nikki, she was almost 14. Unfortunately, her mother, I think the only reason she ended up passing away, I think she would have lived a lot longer. She had cancer, and they did an operation. And the vet my mom went to, they totally botched it. They did like such a crappy job on the sutures and everything, and the dog just gave up and passed away. Unfortunately. A bacon cheeseburger make up for Beyond Beef let down. I don't know. I don't know if it would taste better if I barbecued it. We don't, because we live in an apartment building, right? I don't have a barbecue. I do want to get one of the small George Foreman grills or something like that, so that we can do some barbecuing and stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I have a feeling I still may not have liked it though. And maybe if I put more toppings on it, I'll tell you the truth, guys. When I get burgers at fast food place, that's the only time I get lettuce and tomatoes and all those kind of fixings on a burger. When I make that kind of stuff at home, I just maybe put like ketchup, mayo, and relish on it, and that's about it. And cheese, of course. I know it's not very vegan to have cheese, but I'm not vegan. You know what I mean? But I have to have my cheese. I cannot have any kind of burger without cheese on it. You know what I mean? I just love cheese too much. Oh, we had Todd is 10. He looks good for 10, though, Sarah. I actually thought he was younger than that. I didn't realize he was that old. There's vegan cheese. Yeah. I don't know about that. I'm surprised I'm even trying the Beyond Meat stuff. I don't know if I could eat the cheese. Maybe? Vegan mayo, yeah. I don't know. Somebody, I think, just like I will say this. I like the Beyond Meat burger from A&W when you go to fast food place versus when you make it at home. But, you know what I mean? Everybody has their own tastes, right? And everybody has what they like and they don't like. I don't try and force like what I like to eat on anybody else, right? I know not everybody does, but some people do, right? And maybe not intentionally, you know what I mean? But girls on top of the stove with a fan on full blast. I'm not doing that. Knowing my luck, I'd probably like somebody would catch on fire. You guys saw me spill my drink, right? I'm very carefully taking another sip. Knowing me, an accident would ensue or chaos. One or the other. So I'm not gonna take my chances. I hope you guys like using Google Hangouts. I gave up on OBS for streaming. It was working great, right? Up until like 2 nights ago when it wouldn't let me connect to the server. And then YouTube wouldn't let me stream from OBS anymore, which I decided to stream straight from YouTube. So, and I don't know, some of you told me it's a lot clearer now, right? Since I'm using Google Hangouts. So I'm probably going to keep using this from now on. And plus, like, if any of you ever want to join in the live, I can have you guys join in. I'm not sure how to do that yet, though. We'll figure it out. Not tonight, though. I probably have to look up on it so I know how to do it. But yeah, I think it'd be awesome to have one of you guys on in the future. Not today, though, but for the future. So just to let you guys know, I don't know if you guys saw in the title, it said part 1. I'm going to be doing part 2 on my actual birthday, which is about, like, for me, 45 minutes. Tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to do part 2 of the birthday live stream tomorrow. So Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. I figure I might as well get some more live streaming done when I don't have to worry about working, right? Like when I am working, there's no way I can do a live stream during the week. It's just too much for me. Working full time, but I'm not working this week at all. So I figured why not? So I throw you guys a couple bonus videos too if I can. So yeah, why not, right? OBS, actually, YouTube does recommend OBS as one of the platforms that you can stream from. So I don't really understand why OBS is not working. I don't know if you knew that, Diana. When you go to their live stream information page, it does mention a list of encoders. When you click on a list of it, it gives you a link to encoders, right? And OBS is actually on the list. Yeah, I don't know. I've given up on it, Sarah. Yeah, everybody can tell me the video quality is better since I've been using Hangouts. You know what I mean? I don't have a webcam now. I'm just using my Mac here right now. So many things I plan on getting. I finally got a Gorilla Pod. I actually got for free, saving up my, I have a rewards card called Air Miles. Yeah, really, right, Abe? It's like, you can save up points. Either you can save it for trips or flights, but you can also save it for actual things that you want to buy. And they had this Gorilla Pod that was worth $50. I got for free because I had enough points. Next on the list is a ring light. I could either try and get one that fits around the lens of my camera, or I'm gonna get one that goes on the stand, but they're not cheap. That's the next thing on the list. Right now, I'm just using my headphones, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been using those lately in my fast food reviews when I'm doing them at the mall because it has a built-in mic. So that's why I've been using those, so you guys can hear me a lot better. People have been mentioning they can hear me a lot better now on those videos. And so that seems to be working for the moment. Hey, Lothar 900, welcome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And you believe, guys, I'm going to be 43. Those who don't know, I'm in my early 40s. You can probably tell right now because my hair color started to come out. I have to dye my hair again this week. That's another thing on the agenda this week. What's the other thing I have to do? Get Holly her dog license. And I have to get my health card. So I figured this is a good week to do that kind of stuff. Wednesday's probably when I'll go get my health card and stuff like that. Those don't know what a health card is. In Canada, in the province you're living in, you have to have some kind of ID card so you can get the access to provincial health services. So that's why you have to. So that's what a health card is called there. Oh, really? Happy birthday. May 21st? That's Heath's birthday. That's my boyfriend's birthday. So he turned 51. Yeah, his birthday is about a week before mine. And this was Sister Juliana's birthday too. We share the same birthday, and I'm sure you guys remember I mentioned that on the live stream last night. Oh, you guys might hear Holly. She's dreaming. Hold on, let's see. Oh, she's not doing it now. Her she was going up and like this. Her stomach was going like this, and she started to go. I think it's so cute when you hear a dog dreaming. It's so cute. She was dreaming earlier. It sounded like she was having a nightmare or something, though. The way she was crying. Oh, no problem, Diana. You do what you need to do. Yeah, they expire. Oh, where they don't use them? Really? That seems kind of weird. So I know in Ontario and Nova Scotia, whether you use them or you don't, well, it has an expiry date on it, right? And when you get to that expiry date, you just renew the card. It doesn't. They don't expire though if you don't use it. That's really kind of stupid. So what if you have nothing medically wrong with you? With your health is fine, so you don't really need to, go off and get yourself checked or anything like that, right? And then your card expires because you're not using it. Is that how it works? Yeah. When they moved her legs, I'm sure they're chasing something in their dreams or something like that. I don't know. Is that how it works, though, in Manitoba? Should have an expiry date and it should only expire in that date, right? That doesn't make any sense if it expires when you don't use it. I don't know. What's the point in having it then? If you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Well, I've never known the good old days of not having any health problems. I've had health problems my whole life, unfortunately. One thing or another. It's just the way it is. Unfortunately, I'm used to that. I was even born with health problems, like missing a vertebrae in the bottom of my tailbone, so I can't sit for very long. Not only that, doctor said not only prone to back problems, I have to be careful, like lifting anything heavy or anything like that. So it could very easily hurt my back. He actually said I have a minor, very, very minor form of spinal bifida. Unfortunately, this condition is hereditary in my family. My sister has it too, and a cousin of mine has the same thing. Um, and oh, don't get me started. I know when I was 3, that's why I was like learning how to walk, right? Because of the back issue. I finally just learned how to walk. I know it was late, but I was always a step behind, right, when it came to my health. It's been like that my whole life. Um, I fell down the stairs, one of those, those walker things. Like it's like a high chair kind of thing, but it's got wheels on it. They're outlawed in Canada. I think Canada's the only country that's outlawed them, just because so many kids get injured. You know what I mean? I think they should be outlawed in other countries as well. You know what I mean? I remember falling down the stairs. Anyway, it took me another month to learn how to walk. Oh, that's okay. I'm used to it. Unfortunately, it happened, right? Anyway, I've had arthritis my whole life because I had juvenile arthritis. Hurt my shoulders and not one, but several other accidents. So just haven't had the luck. You know what I mean? It's just whatever. So that's why I don't like, exercise a lot or anything like that. It just actually that's not why I don't exercise. I just um well I do. It's something I do. I try and do it and then I pay for it later. So I'm happy with myself the way I am, though. I mean, as long as you're happy, right? I think that's all that matters. Okay, she was dreaming again. She's not doing it now. Maybe if I keep it on her, it'll show her dreaming in a second. See, I shouldn't put the camera on her. Every time I do, nothing happens. But you know what? It's all good. You just do the best with what you have, right? At least I'm alive and I have things to be thankful for. That's all that matters. We finally got her, guys. Hey, honey. You dreaming? You dreaming? Oh, she looks really pleased. I love that, though. That's funny. Dr. will I be able to play the violin after operation? Great, I never could before. That's funny. I like that. Excuse me. See, it paid off. My patience paid off, and eventually I get her dreaming. So what else I got planned for this week? I know Heath has Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off, so we're going and get spend part of the week together. I'll probably just go get my card Wednesday. I think that's the best day. Because Tuesday, I'm going to go see a movie by myself. I don't care. It's a movie I know Heath won't want to see. I'm going to go see Aladdin. It's 10:30, whatever. No, I'm not from Nova Scotia originally. I'm from Ontario originally. No, I'm not a real blue noser. I've only been here 7 months now. I'm originally from Burlington, Ontario. Yeah, I'm not from here originally. The reason why my boyfriend and I moved here is not only was it getting too expensive in Ontario, it was getting way too busy. Like we get all our bills paid and have no money left over. It is in a half an hour. Thank you, Eileen. Yeah, in a half an hour, it's my birthday. Well, for me, right now, the time is 11:25. So as of midnight, yes. Oh yeah, I worked in Hamilton actually before we moved out here. I used to work on King Street. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing better with your knee, and I hope you enjoy your movie. Thank you. Yeah, the call center I worked in, the company I work for right now. They also have a location in Hamilton, Ontario. So when I was living in Burlington, I worked in Hamilton. Oh, thank you, Eileen. Thank you so much. And happy birthday, Juliana. I doubt you're watching. Sure, in Australia, but happy birthday. It's her birthday as well. Yeah, I'm not going to check that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I'm back. Well, thank you, Louis. Thank you very much. I hope I said your name right. Is it Louis or Louis? I'm assuming Louis. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit here. So yeah, channel is growing slowly but surely, but I'm excited to try out some new things for the channel this week, like I said, and see how that goes. And as well, if you guys always have any suggestions, you're more than welcome. to drop it in the comments of the replay, though. Don't put it in the chat now because I may not see it. So I like that, author. That's funny. I've never knew she got cancer, an Alzheimer's patient. Well, at least I don't have cancer. That's right. Yeah, at least I'm alive, right? That's the main thing. Um, but the problem is, right? Like, a bit. I always. I have a bit of chronic pain as well. I feel sore all the time to one degree or another. And when people think, when you look okay, right? People don't always understand. I mean, they think you're just being lazy or whatever, because it doesn't look like anything's wrong with you, right? Sometimes I find that hard to deal with. So even people in my own family, right? They'll say, "Oh, why don't you do this or why don't you do that?" Right? And it's like, yeah, you have no idea. I'm like sore all the time. All the time, one degree or another, every day. Right? I just most time it's not that bad, but if I'm having a bad day, I have to take something, right? What can you do? Oh, thank you. Oh, you made him a rap video? That's awesome. Don't ask me to rap, guys. That's not what I'm gonna be able to do. I wouldn't even try. I'm not gonna go there. I might lose subscribers if I did that. Oh, I'm in a good mood, author. I'm just merely talking, right? I always talk candidly about, my health issues, maybe because I'm just used to having them, right? So I don't know what it's like to not have them. And I just try and be positive and just do the best I can, right? That's all you can do. All good. And you gotta laugh in life, right? Like maybe people take life too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, like it's just what kind of life is that? If you're miserable and take everything so seriously, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think it was very good thing at all. Yeah, yeah, I have done that. I do that occasionally myself, actually. Um, I haven't found anything else that's worked, to be honest. So yeah, just very, very once in a while though, like not like every day kind of thing or anything like that. You know what I mean? And anybody, what I mean, who says, "Oh, it doesn't work," then you've obviously never tried it. That's all I have to say about that one. And before I forget, guys, there's some cards in the upper right hand corner. I encourage you guys to check that out. One is a link, I think, to Saturday morning's live. Oh, thank you, Meet. Thank you. Um, another one is for Simon's channel, and the other one is for when we're Gaijin in Japan. I encourage you guys, I think. No, or was it Aaron? It's Bento Buster. I'm sorry. One was linked with Simon's video, or channel, and the other was to a channel called the Bento Buster. Encourage you guys to check that out. Yes, I remember you from Burger King, I believe. Thank you so much for stopping by my stream. So what was saying now? Yeah, so don't forget to check out those two videos in top right hand corner. Yeah, so guys, this is Mead. I used to work with her at Burger King. Seems like many, many lifetimes ago, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm working. I just like doing. I don't mind eating fast food or food in general. I just don't like working in fast food, right? But nobody. I don't think anybody chooses it. You know, when you do what you have to do to pay the bills, right? I hope you're doing good. I don't know if you know. Well, you probably do if you've been watching the videos. But yeah, I'm in Nova Scotia now. Yeah, you mean the chicken, right? Yeah, that was very disappointing. Yes. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much, Luther. You have a good one. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you've been doing well. I miss everybody there. As I haven't talked to a couple of them in a while. I know. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but it was birthday today. Oh, you're in Saskatchewan. Oh, so you did a big move too. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. How long you been living there? Oh wow. I know we left Ontario because it was just getting too expensive and it was getting too busy. And we visited Halifax in last July, and we loved it. We came back. Oh, you've been there 2 years now? Oh my goodness. Yeah. We're living in Dartmouth. Sure you know, across from Halifax, part of Halifax municipality. Though, so it's a suburb of Halifax, I guess. Or um, it's like Toronto. You know, when Toronto amalgamated into one city there. Oh, it's pretty expensive there too. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you here for one bedroom apartment, we're paying only $679 a month. In Ontario, we probably would be paying about, excuse me, 1,100 for the same apartment. Um, so yeah, we definitely it's the best move we ever made. Like we're everybody's so friendly here. It's not as crowded. There's no traffic. Not much traffic at all, actually. Um, and what else? And we have more money to go around right after we pay our bills and everything because everything like we're paying half the rent we were paying than when we were in Ontario. Another thing is, so they are taxed more here, like they're taxed 15%. But when we go to the grocery store and that, they just occasionally they have no tax days, but um, we're actually finding it cheaper to live out here, um, and we love it. And the only thing is, it does rain a lot, but oh yeah, yeah. We like Nova Scotia just because it's cheaper living wise for us, right? But people here in Nova Scotia, what we're paying for rent is actually pretty expensive. When we tell people how much we pay for rent, they're like, paying that much? And then we tell them, you know what? This is what we would have been paying in Ontario. And they're like, oh, really? They had no idea how expensive it is in Ontario. Well, Ontario's like, well, you know, makes sense to me. You got the not just the 905 area is expensive, but you got the Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada as well. Um, you know what I mean? And there's way more people, and it's just nuts, right? Like, I don't know if you saw my video on the apartment, but it's pretty open. We got lots of parks nearby too, though, where we can take the dog for a run. He's been taking her for a run like every day now. Um, you know what I mean? Unless it's raining. You know what I mean? If it is raining, it usually dies off, and that's when we take her. But yeah, one thing that's good with for the dog is that one of us is always home. We just got her back. My mom brought her back. Actually, she'll have been here, yeah, a week, Monday. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah? You're a manager? That's awesome. Like I said, right, enjoy it. Where am I working? I'm working at a call center called Concentrics. I just do customer service on the phone, help people with their phones and their computers and stuff like that. I love doing it. I love, technology. That's one of the other things I love besides food. So I really enjoy doing it. I did not enjoy working in fast food at all. You know what I mean? It just wasn't my thing. You know what I mean? I did as long as I did, and I worked in fast food since, 2000 up until when I quit Burger King. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I just never had any luck and everything, right? And then, I was kinda pissed too with Burger King when I know you remember that bad fall I had, right? Um, and she was like, "Oh, you can't why can't you work in the kitchen now?" I'm like, so I wasn't physically able to anymore, you know what I mean? Like, from that fall, it just made my shoulder not worse. I was already bad to begin with, but anyway, that's all in the past, right? Much happier now. But I hope you're happy and you're doing well. You're enjoying Saskatchewan, even though it's expensive. What time is it where you're at then? So I know the time never changes there. They're supporting your papers, huh? I'm not sure what that means. At least you don't have to worry about the time changing ever. Saskatchewan, they don't change the time. Okay. Yeah, here's like 20 to 12 almost. I envy you. I hate the time change. I hate spring forward. I hate fall back. Oh, permanent residency papers. Okay. Oh, so are they, do you mean they're sponsoring you or that's cool though. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, right? If Burger King is awesome and helping you in that way, that's cool. You know what I mean? I've never put somebody down for working in that industry. It just wasn't for me. I do enjoy eating food though. Who doesn't, right? You gotta eat to survive. So, do you like Burger King in Saskatchewan better than Burlington? I don't know who else is there now. Still, as long as you're happy, right? Yeah. I just really hated though when we'd serve customers, right? People would assume that because you're behind the counter working in a fast food place that you weren't intelligent. I hate those kind of customers. Right? They just thought you were stupid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't judge somebody until you've been in their shoes, right? That's just what I think. Never judge a book by its cover. Yeah, yeah. I always found a lot of times it was the older people. People or not even the older people, right? It had no limit to what jerks customers could be. You know what I mean? They just saw it 'cause you're behind the counter. They could yell and scream and harass you or treat you like a servant, right? And I just ask anybody who's ever worked in fast food to just try and be more respectful. Oh, they most of them think you're native, really? You don't, you don't look First Nation to me at all. Yeah, you tell them. Oh, that's awesome. You know what I used to do? I don't know if you do this. Anybody who was a jerk to me when I was working fast food, I would just be extra polite to them without making it obvious, and they'd be so mad. But what are they gonna do? Say being too polite? You should try that. It drives them nuts if you're not already, because they don't know what to do, right? They can't complain. You're not being rude. It is fun, right? I used to have so much fun doing that. You should try it. Just don't be too obvious, right? You know what I mean? But like, just be like a little subtle, but just enough they catch what you're doing. And what are they going to do? You say, "What? I was just being polite to them. I wasn't being rude or anything." I think the only problem I had with Burger King is that when somebody would make a customer complaint, they would just believe what the customer said without hearing the other side of the story, right? There's just two sides to every story. I will say when I worked at A&W, um, their head office would always ask us our side first before they made a decision. You know what I mean? If they sided, so a lot of times they would side with us, right? Because people would just be trying to get free food or whatever, right? And just be trying to make up shit, right? Just to try and get a free meal or whatever. So I wish Burger King's head office was like that. Unfortunately, they're not. Um, you know what I mean? I don't know if you remember. No, no. I worked for I worked for A&W for 14 years. Yeah, so 2014. Was it 2014? Yeah, and then I worked at Burger King till I worked at a call center. Yeah. I think I only worked in fast food as long as I did. I didn't know I could work in the computer industry without a degree. I've always been really good at computers. Like for the job I have right now, I always fix computers for people. Yeah. Oh, I've seen it all. I've gotten food thrown at me. I've had a friend of mine when I worked doing food thrown at her. And but the only good thing about that is, so it's not really a good thing that it happened, but we could call mall security, right? And the lady, fortunately, no, she got out of the mall before we could catch her. But hey, Diana, welcome, Diana. Just I want you to meet. I want you to meet. I used to work with her at Burger King, so we're just chatting about that. And yeah, just meet. Just tell people who were working in fast food. You have dreams of working in another industry. Eventually, you'll get out. You know what I mean? And you'll be able to do what you want to do, right? I eventually did. I didn't think I ever would, right? And then how my fast food career started was like totally by accident. I was working at Petro Canada on the gas stations that the can't talk gas station side. Yeah, I've worked for McDonald's too, Diana. I only worked for them for a year though when I was in high school. Um, and anyways, I was working at Petro Canada. If those who don't know, Petro Canada is a gas station. I was a cashier on the gas station side. One day I came into work and they're like, "Oh, we need staff working at the A&W, so you're working at A&W now." I wasn't even given a choice, and I couldn't afford to say no. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, right? I made some great friends through my time in the fast food industry, and I was in there a long time. People used to say to me every once in a while, right? I try to apply for different jobs, and having too much experience in one industry could definitely hurt you. Um, a lot of places they would just see all the fast food experience I have, and they'd be like, "Oh, why you want to apply for this job? Don't you want to work apply for something in fast food?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm trying to get out of that, right?" And they just look at me like, "Oh, she's too experienced in another industry, right? She has no experience in the job she's applying for," and they wouldn't hire me. Um, yes, what's your request? Anything within reason. I don't never want to say yes first because until I know. Schwan pizzas. I don't know if we have that here. Is that? I have no idea. I'd have to look that up. So Schwan pizza. Let me put a note in here. My computer. Just give me a second. I know a popular chain out here in Atlantic Canada is called Greco. Um, you can get a large stuffed crust pizza for like 16 bucks, which is pretty cheap. Oh, coriander chili chicken. Okay, hold on. I'm typing a note here. Is it pizza? Is it Schwan Pizza or Schwan Pizza? What do you mean in the grocery stores, Dan? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean the pizza she's talking about? Oh, I thought she was talking about like a fast food chain or something. I haven't heard. 'Cause I haven't heard of it. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I still haven't heard of the brand. That's why I didn't know. That's why I thought you were talking about a fast food chain. So I haven't heard of that brand at all. Not really big fan of frozen pizza, but I will try it. I prefer like either homemade or pizza that's made at a pizza place or something like that. But I will try it for you. So it is a fast food chain. Yeah, I'm confused. What are you saying you get at Walmart? The other saying it's fast food chain. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out. Either way, whether it's a fast food chain or something I can buy in the store, I'll find it if it's here. Oh, it's an actual place? Okay. Yeah, there is a brand, so I know what you're talking about, Diane. There is a brand that's similar or the same name. They can get frozen pizza or frozen entrees and that at the grocery store, so I do know what you mean. You actually did what? You guys are confusing me. I'm sorry. Sort of trying to figure out what you mean, Diane. I'm sorry. No, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying. Oh my gosh. Diane, all I'm trying to say is I know what you mean. I've heard of a similar brand that's in the stores. That's all I was trying to say. I'm not saying I've forgotten about the name or anything like that. I have heard of it or a brand name that's similar to that. That's all I was trying to say. I apologize. Um, but you weren't really being clear. There's one in Guelph. Okay. Well, that's kind of a little far. I doubt there is one in. I'll look it up later. Anyways, I appreciate the suggestion. I will look it up and see what I can find out. Diana, do you have any suggestions for me? Anything, though, that's not vegan? I'm done with that stuff for now. No Schwan in Quebec for obvious reasons. Why don't you have a Schwan in Quebec? Hey, Dylan, welcome. Yeah, but why though? I'm just curious. Like, I really don't care either way. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering why, right? I guess to do with their laws and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. You would know better than me, Diana. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Do you mean snacks by three farmers? Is that what you mean? I'm just trying to make clarification, right? So that I can find the right product, right? So it's just easier for me to find it. That's all. Oh, I'd love to try it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Diane. Yeah. So I think this is just what I think, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. I think that um there should be both French and English um on the signs and that at the fast food places or any businesses in particular, right? But then you could get more investments in Quebec. Oh, Three Farmers is a brand name. Okay. I'm gonna put that in my notes next. Three. I've never heard of Three Farmers, but I will try and find it. What's my favorite fast food place to get chicken? I'd say Mary Brown's. Hey, Holly, welcome. Oh, no, that's okay. I'm just glad you're here. I don't know if you've heard of Mary Brown's at all, Dylan. It's a Canadian fast food place. I don't know where you're at, but as a chicken place in Canada in particular. It's really popular in Atlantic Canada. Actually, I'd say Mary Brown's is more popular here than KFC, to be honest. But I love KFC and Mary Brown's. But if I had to pick, I'd say Mary Brown's. Hey, Holly. I have a dog named Holly. I just think it's fortunate with that this language laws in Quebec, right? That it's if they loosen those laws, you know how much more investments and businesses they could get to come to that province. Okay, so Holly, this is my Holly. No, it's true, right? Like, I think that they are losing out big time on more money that could be coming into the province. But and I don't know about them having making a business who only has an English name changing to a French name when they don't have a French name. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree 100% with you, Diana, on that. I thought you liked the name. How we came up with the name Holly is that people don't know each time you create a different letter, you have to all the names have to start with a certain letter. It's just easier um, for for the kennel, right, to keep track um, on the records of each litter and who the parents were and so on, right? So that's why each litter starts with a different name of the alphabet. And we're just trying to come up with names that came out with H, and I just blurted out Holly because I have a friend whose name is Holly. So that's how she got her name, Holly. Hey, Just State, welcome. No, I'm probably gonna eat some cake tomorrow night, though. Ethan and I are gonna wait until he's off later in the week to go out for dinner for my birthday, just because he's working nights, right? He's not gonna feel up to going out when he's been working all night. So we're gonna wait until he's off. He's off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So one of those days we're gonna try and go for dinner somewhere. Mm, I'm not sure yet. It depends where we are, right? I might go to Halifax for the day and eat somewhere on the Halifax side. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. Ew. I know I did that last night. It never gets old. Ew. I try not to do that too much. She doesn't like that. So yeah, you just end up where you end up in life, right? That's what we've been talking about. Um, like I said, you just do the best you can there. That's what I was saying earlier. Yes, yeah, she is. In people years, she's like in her 80s. So she sleeps a lot more though. She does have a lot of energy when she wants to play in that, but I know she does sleep more often than she used to. Oh, she's freaking smart too. I don't know. We might have something other than sushi. I'm not sure yet. Depends where we are, right? And what's close by, and base it on that. And she's this dog, though, I'm telling you, she's really smart. She's always fallen back into her old routine when we used to feed her, and she knows when she gets a you know what. T-R-E-A-T. I gotta spell it out. So if I say the word, she'll wake up. She's too smart for her own good, actually. Well, exactly. Yeah, I said she's in her 80s and people years. I don't know if you guys heard that. Yeah, it's. I know it's older than 70. Yeah, so maybe you didn't catch that, Diana. Okay. Hey, I don't judge anybody. Age is just a number. You know what I mean? You're only as old as young as you feel, right? As long as you're happy, and that's all that matters. It really doesn't bother me how old somebody is, or how old they are, or how young they are. No, it's really my birthday. Well, in 2 minutes is my birthday. 'Cause here it's 11:58 p.m. If it was my YouTube anniversary, I would have put happy anniversary. It really is my birthday. I hate these channels who like put something like that for clickbait and then just to get you to click on it, right? But that's not me. Yeah. If I put on it, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. You know, I'm too honest. I don't know how to lie. I really suck at it. I always get caught. So I just rather be honest. You know what I mean? I've given up on lying. You shouldn't really do it anyways. Better be honest. You know what? Yeah, the truth hurts, but well, thank you, Sue. Thank you very much. I'm so happy I'm gonna be off this week, guys. So no, I'm off the whole week and I get paid, which is awesome. Yeah, I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm too honest. That's why with a lot of my reviews, guys, I'm really telling you what I think. You know what I mean? That's my honest opinion. You know what I mean? And I just let people take it or leave it. It's their choice, right? Like you want to try something I've reviewed, it's totally up to you, right? As you guys heard me say before, it's your decision if you want to try something or you don't. You know what I mean? It's only like you guys could just watch me eat it if you don't want to eat what I'm reviewing, right? So it's all good. I can't stand clickbait, you know what I mean? Though I have fallen for it though. That's the whole point, right? To get people to click on it to watch your video, right? I can't do that. I just think that's a little dishonest. Like if you want to do it in your own channel, that's and you have your reasons, that's one thing, but I can't do it. Oh yeah? What kind of dog do you have, Justine? See, we have German Shepherd, obviously. My mom used to breed. I know you guys have heard this kind of dog. It's called Quezon. It's like they look similar to a Chow, except they're a little bit bigger and they're gray. Yeah, Quezons actually look similar to Pomeranians. Oh, that's right. I should have known you have a Pomeranian. That was a silly question. Um, so no, not Pomeranians. Yeah, Chow dogs. Quezon is really just a bigger version of a Chow, except they're gray, gray and silver coat. Well, we used to breed those as well, but mostly German Shepherds when I was growing up. Really? Anybody else say it's buffering? It seems fine on my end here. Yeah, see, I keep on checking the actual watch page. It doesn't look like it's buffering on my end. Hopefully, just try refreshing the page, Diana, if you haven't yet. Yeah, I gave up. I don't know if you noticed, just date. I gave up on OBS. It was working just fine until a couple nights ago, and then the server wouldn't let me on. And then, so I tried to stream straight from YouTube itself, and now it won't let me stream from OBS anymore. So I gave up. I'm just gonna use Google Hangouts from now on. I might try and go back to OBS eventually. I'm not entirely sure because everybody's been saying like the video now is a lot clearer. So I'm probably gonna stick with this. Oh yeah, okay. So just let me know, guys. It's a buffer, and Diana, if you haven't yet, just try refreshing, like I already just said. Sorry for repeating myself, guys. Yeah, so all you do if you're on an iPhone, you just I know what kind of iPhone you have, but if you have type of iPhone with a home button, just double tap the home button and swipe up to close the app. Because when you double tap on the home button, you'll see all the windows that are open on your phone. So just double tap the home button and swipe up to force it to close, and then just reopen the YouTube app and go back to the stream. Hopefully, you'll be okay. That's what I do if I'm watching something on my phone. If it starts to buffer, which doesn't really happen a lot because we have really fast internet, that's what I do. Yeah, I don't really. I'm just trying to figure out with Google Hangouts how I can, add graphics and stuff like that. I'll look into that probably some point this week when I have time. I have lots of time this week. I'm on a paid vacation or paid staycation. Oh, I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry to hear that. I still remember. I still have I had this German Shepherd named Fancy. Yeah, 'cause the letters of the alphabet for that litter, the names had to start with F, so we named her Fancy Pants. She was all black, except she had this white heart on her chest, and only her paws were tanned, and the rest of her was all black. And yeah, and people used to ask me all the time if she was purr bed. But anyways, um, I still miss her. She's been gone like, God, she passed away at 97, I think, and I still think about her. Thanks for calling Indian Shepherd. Well, that's an interesting combination. Oh yeah, well, no, I'm sorry, Diana. We were lucky. Well, I guess we were lucky with Holly. I'm sorry, she got cancer when she was 8, but they were able to get it out. They found a lump in her breast, but they took that out, and they also fixed her because if they're fixed, right, it prevents the cancer from. Was a greater chance of it not coming back. Um, I remember though, I was a wreck that night. They took her to a 24-hour animal clinic. Right, so I told the vet when the operation's done, you have to call me. I need to know everything went okay, and they weren't able to call because she lost a lot of blood and she almost didn't make it, but she did. So she's my little survivor, aren't you, sweetheart? Hi, Holly. Hi, Holly. Hi, Holly. Okay, you go back to sleep. Yeah, so the vet said it was a good thing that she got it. Well, it's not good that she got cancer, of course, but that she got as young as she did because they have a better chance of surviving it, right? Not just after getting getting removed and getting fixed. Also, if they get it when they're When they're the younger they get it, it's easier for them to survive, from it. So, the vets we took her to, they were excellent with her. Um, you know what I mean? So we couldn't have asked for a better better hospital to look after her. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think it's necessarily a small dog thing. Holly thinks she's a puppy, and she is gonna be 13 in August. So just age. She doesn't look like she's almost 13, does she? Oh, we did. Well, I was taking very good care of her. We don't give her any people food. Like if a little crumb falls on the floor, we let her eat that. But we're talking about like something like it's not even like the size of a pinhead that falls on the floor. And Holly's allergic to wheat though, so we do have to be careful about what snacks we give her and stuff like that. Mm. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry you make it on time. I find that's always hard, right? When you're on your way there to try and do what you can for them, and then that happens. Oh, they are, yeah. Holly is, I don't know, always been really, really smart, especially though. Yeah, well, she has to be, right? If Holly eats it, like she's really allergic. Her mother was too, so it's hereditary apparently. And her mannerisms and everything. She has the same mannerisms and same personality her mother did. It's like they're reincarnated. That's how alike they are. If you were to see her look out the window, from our when we were living in the townhouse, I would swear I saw Nikki, her mother, but it was Holly. That's how like they look. Um, she's so much like her. And anyways, Nikki was also allergic to wheat. So but the thing is, right, when we originally found out Holly was allergic because she'd chew her tail and all that all the time, to the point where there was like um, no hair left, right? And so we thought, well, let's try not giving her. We knew Nikki had been allergic to wheat, so we started giving her food without wheat in it. But at that time, you can only get wheat-free or grain-free food at like a pet store. You couldn't get it in like a specialty pet store. You couldn't just get it anywhere. Um, and it was really expensive. It was like for a little tiny bag about like this, it was like 20 bucks. But there's a lot more options now. A lot more brands are coming out with grain-free options, so it's a lot easier now for us to find. I'm saying snacks 'cause she doesn't know what that means. Snacks for her that she can eat and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. You know what? Like you'll know when you're ready, right? That's what I found whenever I've lost a pet. I thought, I'm never gonna be ready, and then they have a way of finding you, right? Your next pet. You know what I mean? Your next family member. I'd like to call it. They're family. They're part of the family. That's why it was so hard for me without Holly. You know what I mean? These past 7 months. Now I feel um, more like myself since she's been back this week than I have been since we moved here. Because I really definitely felt that void. You know what I mean? I'm very happy to have her back home. Um, I guess the only consolation is when she was not with us, so at least she was with my mom, right? Um, but yeah, you're right. They always find us, like I said. When you're least expecting it, that's when they find you. Oh yeah, lots more options now than even like 12 years ago, actually, when Holly was first we found out she was allergic. She was to grain and or wheat and so on. Was like I'd say she was 1 or 2 when we figured it out. Um, and she's going to be 13 this summer. So even as recently as like about 12 years ago, it was hard for us in our area anyway to find anything that wasn't specialty food. You know what I mean? Um, And then especially food, as I'm sure those of you who have pets can realize can be extremely, extremely expensive. You know what I'm saying? Um, we do right now get her. It's a really good brand. You guys have heard me mention it before, President's Choice. It's a chain in Canada. Well, in Newfoundland, it's called Dominion. In Atlantic Canada, it's Atlantic Superstore. The rest of Canada, as far as I know, it's Loblaws. So I'm not sure about the other provinces what it'd be called in. I know in Ontario, for sure, it's Loblaws. But they have a line of their pet foods, which is like, um, I can't remember what it's called, but there's this company that grades all the pet foods and that, and President's Choice is one of the top pet foods, and it's a store brand, even though it's a store brand. They were one of the first store brands actually to come out with grain-free food. Um, you know what I mean? They were one of the first to come out with it, and it's supposed to be one of the best. And I know when we were living in Ontario, used to have what's called Canadian National Exhibition. It's like a fair, basically. You just like going to the World's Fair or a state fair or something like that. Same kind of thing. Um, and they would have this dog show um, with these dogs, and the sponsor was the President's Choice pet food, and it's really good. With she loves it. They even have canned wet foods, got real meat and vegetables and stuff in it that we get for her as well to give it a little bit of variety once in a while. You know what I mean? But she loves that food. Um, as for raw feeding a dog raw, you know what? I just think that's a personal choice. I couldn't afford to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really expensive to give a dog a raw diet. You know what I mean? That for those that can, and the dog is healthy, great. You know what I mean? Um, but those people though who feed their pets raw food and they act like you're doing something wrong by giving your dog like dry kibble. That's when I don't agree with it. Yeah, I heard Blue Buffalo was really good. Yeah, my dog though, she won't eat anything else but President's Choice. Their senior food is really good. And she loves their canned dog food. Yeah, and actually, only just now, which is amazing for a shepherd, Holly is only just now starting to have trouble with her hips, which is really good for a shepherd because shepherds can get arthritis in their hips at any age, whether young or old. They can get at any age. We're lucky she's just only getting problems in her hips now, but we give her these glucosamine bars that we put in her food. Yeah, I've heard you could give them pumpkin too. My mom was told me to give her pumpkin when they're sorry guys, but when they're gummed up a bit, if you know what I mean. Say that can be good for dogs too. Um, and they say too, you put in flaxseed oil in their food. It's supposed to be able to control the shedding a little bit. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But I've heard, yeah, like I said, I heard pumpkin is good too. I think that's one of the ingredients actually in her dog food. It's either pumpkin or chickpeas. I know there's a lot of vegetables in the ingredients. And you actually say the name of the vegetable in the ingredients, right? So it's not really, you don't have a lot of, actually, it's not really anything really artificial in the food she eats. It's mostly all natural ingredients in the dog food we give her. So, but it's just important to me that she enjoys it. She likes eating it. She won't eat anything else. So, and she's good and she's happy and she's healthy. That's the main thing, right? Yeah, Holly loves pumpkin. Yeah, you can get canned pumpkin here. Um, I only give it to her though You know what I mean? Every once in a while, but yeah, she does like pumpkin. Yeah. I'm sure you'll like me playing with your tail. She just gave me a look. Just lightly stroking her tail. She just gave me a look. It was amazing, eh? They can just move their tail without moving anything else. She's sleeping, ignoring me. Oh yeah? You know what? Like I said, I don't think there's any right way or wrong way to feed a dog as long as they're happy and they're healthy. And if that gives them a clean bill of health, that's all that should matter. You know what I mean? Some people can get very opinionated, when it comes to how they feed their animals, right? I've had people. That's why I don't go on a lot of the Facebook groups because I've had people like attack me for giving my dog dry kibble. You know what I mean? I don't attack them for their choices, right? Like, aren't a dog is healthy? Who cares? Some people take things way too seriously, like I said earlier in the stream, right? Oh, you know what? You gotta enjoy your life. Not everything's a debate. I find since the internet that people just love to debate and love to say their opinion, right? Everybody's a critic. Hey, look at me on YouTube. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying your opinion, right? Like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? Um, in general, like as long as you're happy and you're healthy, like I said. Oh no, thank you, Just State. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've never heard that about red cabbage, Diana. I'm not sure. I'd have to Google that later. I have no idea if dogs can't have red cabbage or not. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna keep it going just for a little bit longer here. My throat is starting to get a little sore. Yeah, after this last can, I've just been drinking water till I go to bed. Just like with people, right? As long as your animals are healthy and happy, and they enjoy what you are feeding them, and that says they're healthy, then you're doing the right thing for your pet. You know what I mean? I don't think every person isn't the same. I don't think every diet works for every dog, right? They're individuals, right? Like one because one dog likes one type of food doesn't mean another dog is going to like the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, excuse me, guys. I'm just going to check something just for a second here. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing this just for a few more minutes, guys. Probably till 12:30 or 11:30 or whatever time zone you're in. When we get to so 8, I'll be okay, guys. I'm not gonna think. Yeah, every animal's unique, just like every person is, right? Well, they're happy and their health is good. I don't think you're not doing anything wrong with your animal, no matter what you choose to feed them. You know, I mean, just like every human has their preference as to what diet they prefer, right? And there's a right or wrong way, just whatever is right for you. Oh, it's 9:21 in Idaho. So what time zone are you in then? Is it Central? Because I know Central time zone is 2 hours behind us. Yeah, Quebec, you're in Eastern time zone, Diana. I know that. Yeah. Oh, Mountain. Okay. Yeah, here I'm in Atlantic time zone. Well, thank you, Justin. Thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm in Atlantic time zone in Canada. It's only New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI, I believe. And then Newfoundland has its own time zone. Can't remember exactly how many time zones are in Canada. Those time zones are only in Canada. The rest of Canada, I don't know. I'm sure there's other ones I can't think of right now. Never been good at geography or anything like that. I just gotta unplug my computer there. Is this charged? Sure, guys. I'm just checking some things here. Hopefully, you can still see me. Oh yeah, I love it here. We've been here, I think, 7 months now, and we love it here. It did take me a while to get used to time difference, even though it's only an hour ahead of Eastern Standard Time. 'Cause we're originally from Ontario, but it took me a while before I just got used to it. But Holly, it took her actually, I guess, a few days before she got used to it. Not that long at all, maybe 2 days. And she was already into her schedule. She loves to wake me up at 6 a.m. or 6:30 to get fed, but I don't care, right? I just go back to bed. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I love Peggy's Cove. Have any of you been to Peggy's Cove? If you don't know what Peggy's Cove is, those who don't know, it's really famous Canadian landmark. It's an old lighthouse with all these neat rock formations around it. Just Google it if you're not sure what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. We love going there. It's only about an hour from where we're at. Those of you who watch the show, I think on is it the History Channel? I think it's the History Channel. Oak Island. Oak Island is about an hour from us. Not sure which direction though, but Oak Island is not far. Um, when Heath and I last time we went to Vegas Cove, been there a few times now. Those of you guys who've been subscribed for a while may know I did a vlog on the Swiss Air 111 Memorial, which is one of the memorials they have. I think there's two. One of the ones they have near the one they have near the crash site, which is just off of Vegas Cove. We went to visit. Oh no! If you ever go back to Nova Scotia, Diana, you should visit Peggy's Cove. I have a souvenir from Peggy's Cove. I got my sunglasses has a scratch on the lens. I wore them when we went to vacation last summer. We went first time we went there. I gotta get a new pair of sunglasses. I almost bought a pair yesterday, but I'm gonna wait. Supposed to gain some money for my birthday from my mother-in-law. She always sends me and Heath each a card, and she doesn't have to send us birthday money, but she does every year. The one year, you guys probably may remember me mentioning this yesterday, but those who weren't in the stream yesterday, there's one year she gave me $50 by accident. He gave Heath only $25. He wasn't impressed. Oh yeah, where in Nova Scotia does your friend live? Like where about what area? I may or may not know what you're talking about because I'm lucky if I can get to and from my house. I'm not very good with directions. I can navigate the bus system and get to where I need to go, right? Without really, I just use an app on my phone to know what bus routes to take. I'd be lost without the GPS on my phone, actually, or that app on my phone, the transit app. My phone is charging right now, or I'll show you guys what app I use. Where Anne Murray is from. I don't know where Anne Murray is from, though. So you're gonna have to help me out a little. I have no idea. I know Anne Marie's from the province of Nova Scotia, but I don't remember what specifically what city or town she's from. No idea. I know she's from Nova Scotia. That's about it. Oh yeah, can't read either. That's okay. I can Google it later. I don't know. I'm. Don't hate me, guys. Those of you who are Anne Murray fans, I'm not a big fan of Anne Murray's music, only because my mom played it constantly. You know what I mean? Because I had to hear it all the time growing up. I'd be happy if I never heard another Anne Marie song again. Just only because my mom used to play her music so much, it turned me off of it. From Halifax? Okay. I'm sure you're right, Diana. I'm gonna Google later though, just to double check. But what else? What other music did my mom turn me off of? Um, well, the older country music I've never liked anyway, but she used to listen to Dolly Parton all the time, Conway Twitty, and just turn me off of it, I guess, because she plays it all the time. I would love to love Anne Murray's music, Diana. I really would, but I have to blame my mom for she played her music so much. I just didn't want. Got tired of hearing, tired of hearing it, and turned me off of it. You know what I mean? She'd play it all the time. Yeah, I've heard she's really nice though. Sure, she's a person. She's great, but I blame my mom. If she didn't play her music so much, I probably would have a different opinion. I never got to listen to music I wanted to. Growing up, I always had to listen to what my mom wanted to listen to. Maybe that's another reason. I didn't have a choice, right? I had to listen to what my mom wanted. So that's why I think, no, it's all good, Holly. That's why I think, right? Even whether it's your child or a family member or even a friend or who or acquaintance or whoever, um, I should I don't think you should try and force the kind of music you enjoy on the other person, right? When I say that, I mean like only listen to the music you enjoy doing. Don't allow the other person to have a choice once about what they want to listen to, right? Was every only very once in a while I'd ask my mom if I could listen to something else, and she always said no. We always listened to what she chose, right? Um, you know what I mean? So I think you should give your kids a choice, as long as it's like, depending on what it is, of course. I'm not saying like gangster rap with all the swearing and stuff like that, if you could call that music. Oh, really? See, I love that movie. You're so I'm different. It's different for me with movies. I can watch my favorite movie. I can watch any movie I love over and over and over again and never get tired of it. For me, it's different with movies. I can watch a movie over and over again. And when I watch a movie on TV, he'll be on the computer, he'll complain about what I'm watching, and I'm like, "You're not watching it, you're on the computer, I'm watching it." He doesn't even like watching movies, you know? Yes, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some of the newer country, I don't mind because it doesn't really sound like country to me. But see, older classic stuff, I don't like only because my mom used to listen to it constantly. So, but let's see, Pretty Woman is one of my favorite movies. But I can see what you mean. If you're not a movie buff, you know what I mean? You're not into movies, then eventually you're gonna tired of watching it, right? Like usually when I go to see a movie, I go with somebody, but I thought, you know what? I know um the new Aladdin movie. He just doesn't want to see it. So, and Tuesdays here, it's half price day or something like that. So I thought, you know what, I'll go by myself and see it. That's okay if Diane doesn't like love Pretty Woman. Is there another movie? Do you have a favorite movie that you like? So yeah, that I love the Harry Potter movies and Avengers or any Marvel movies. I love Ant Man movies. Paul Rudd's great as Ant Man. Those of you, you probably have seen it, but the last video remake him and Jimmy Fallon did of that Dead or Alive song, "You Spin Me Right Round." You got to go to the Tonight Show YouTube channel and find that song or search for it on YouTube. I thought it was great. When Harry Met Sally, yeah, that's a good movie too. I love that movie as well. I still haven't seen Avengers Endgame, by the way. So no spoilers, please. The only reason I didn't go see that one Tuesday is that I know Keith likes action movies, and there's a lot of action definitely in the Marvel movies. We've always seen those together. So I thought I'd go see something that I know he won't want to see. Yeah. And no spoilers, please. So I still want to see it, and I still haven't. Well, I plan on it. Probably, like sort of something. I'll make him go see it with me. He's not really into movies, but I know. So when I do go, I try and pick something that we'll both enjoy, right? But I just saw it since I'm off this week. I'm gonna go see a movie that I want to see that he doesn't want to see, and I'm not gonna drag him to it. He'll be sleeping at home after coming home from work. Yeah, so I'm gonna go see. Yeah, I know I already said, but Aladdin. See, I love Disney movies. I love Disney stuff, and I I really liked the live version of Beauty and the Beast. You know what I mean? And I just think it's a great idea. The Cinderella one I like too. Captain Marvel, you know what? That's the only Marvel movie I'm really not that interested in seeing. I don't know why, it just doesn't interest me. You know, I'm more into the Avengers movies with them all together. And the only franchise I like, of the Avengers movies I like seeing that's not part of, them all together is I like Iron Man and Ant Man. That's the only. But I think it's great that they are making live action versions of the Disney animated movies. You know what I mean? I think it is a fresh take on it, and it brings it to a new audience, right? And they are adding some new song. There is one new song. Yeah, I thought she was great in that. I'm sorry, I thought she was great as Belle. You know what I mean? Now, some people didn't think she was a great choice, but I think she was really great in that role. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion, right? You guys don't think she was, then that's you have the right to that opinion as well. You know what I mean? I'm really interested in seeing the live action of The Lion King. I know that's coming out soon. Can't remember when, but I think this summer. Or I can't remember if it's early summer or late summer, but yeah, The Lion King is coming out, the live action version. That'll be really interesting to see how they do that. Yeah, so do I. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm guessing you're not a Disney fan, Diana. That's okay. I love Disney just because I've always loved drawing cartoons and stuff. I mean, I just always loved Disney for other reasons, so not just because of that. So, have you seen the live version of Aladdin, Holly? I've heard it's really good, and I know people don't think Will Smith is genius, but the problem is they're probably comparing him to Robin Williams, who was a comedic genius. Not just comedic genius. He was great as a dramatic actor as well. And Robin Williams did amazing with the animated version of the genie in Aladdin. But I just don't think it's fair to they're comparing Will Smith to Robin Williams and saying, "Oh, he didn't do as great in the role," and blah blah blah. No, that's your opinion. I don't agree, but you have the right to your opinion. You know what I mean? That's like that's fine. I see. I've seen clips of songs Will Smith has done. Um, you know what I mean? Of songs he's done in that movie, and I think that's great. You just listen to one song on this on from the soundtrack already, and he does a really good job singing. Actually, so it's nice to hear him do more singing as opposed to rapping. Right? I think it's I can't see anybody else and doing the genie in the live action version. First of all, and second, you know what I mean? Will Smith didn't even originally wanna do the role of the genie, you know what I mean? Because I thought Robin Williams did, like, such a perfect job with the role, he didn't even want to touch it, right? But then he said once he read the script and that, then he changed his mind. Um, you know what I mean? But he didn't Will Smith didn't originally wanna be the genie because of Robin Williams did such an amazing job, right? So, anybody who says Will Smith, "Oh, I don't think you're that great as a genie," just remember that. He didn't even want to do it 'cause he said no one else could be the genie except Robin Williams. I agree, but I think Will Smith does his own spin on the genie. You know what I mean? His own unique, take to it. Robin Williams is my favorite comedian and actor. I'm still sad he's gone, they were planning on doing, Mrs. Doubtfire's sequel before he passed away. I have no idea what's happened with that. Um, I hope they decide to do it, and I think Jim Carrey would be hilarious, you know what I mean, as a Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know. Who you guys think would be good in that? But, yeah, they were planning on doing a sequel, and then I guess maybe that project just got canned because of respect for Robin Williams. I can see that. Well, you know what, Sue? I love Robin Williams too, right? But I'm willing to give the live version a chance. You know what I mean? It's a live action movie. Robin Williams did the animated version, though he did awesome. I think Will Smith would do awesome too in his own way. You know what I mean? Like nobody could be Robin Williams, even Will Smith. I've heard Will Smith say that. And I agree with it. Nobody could be Robin Williams. There's only one Robin. And he was, oh, I loved him. He was awesome. A great Robin Williams movie I love that shows both his comedic and his dramatic side. I love Hook. That's one of my favorite Robin Williams movies is Hook. Um, one of his I really wasn't too sure about, you know what I mean, is does anybody remember what was it called What Dreams May Come? Um, I don't know about that one, but I don't think that was his acting. I think it was just, oh no, a weird movie. A weird, dramatic, and deep movie. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello! You've been hit by a runaway fruity. Oh man, he was the best. Good Morning Vietnam. That's another good one of his. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's what dream may come. That's one of those movies either you got it or you didn't, and I didn't. You know what I mean? It's just one of those movies. You either get it or you don't. You know what I mean? I think it was just meant to be a movie. I think it was based on a book, I believe, wasn't it? Where Dream May Come. Anyway, Good Morning Vietnam. I like that movie too. Okay, pretty much any of his movies I like. There's only one of his I wasn't sure about. Yeah, see, maybe that's really what I'm thinking. Maybe I haven't seen it in years. I wasn't maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those movies, right? Yeah, if you're not sure if you liked it or you didn't. Yeah, Good Morning Vietnam, that was a good movie. Pretty much all of his movies were good, actually. Um, I even liked the one he did with John Travolta, Old Dogs. That one was good too. I like that one too. I'm sorry. As cheesy as that movie probably was, I love that movie. Oh, Holly's dreaming again. Those of you guys who are just joining in, I showed Holly on camera dreaming before. Oh, you don't want to see my boob. Oh yeah, you guys see the roses there? He's got me those as an early birthday present. Yeah, I like Patch Adams too. So the roses right over there. Heath, my boyfriend, got me those for my birthday. The card, pink card, that's from him. Yeah, see, I like my favorite kind of movies, I guess, if I had to pick. It's either anything with time travel in it, 'cause I'm just fascinated by time travel or history, even though time travel doesn't exist. Um, or a movie that's based on a true story. See, I like A League of Their Own. It's very loosely based on on something that really happened, right? When the during the war, like the baseball players went to fight in the war, so they came up with a women's league to keep baseball going, right? That's why I love A League of Their Own. That's funny movie. I like that movie. Um, but I just like movies are based. Some of my favorite movies. I think some of the best movies are ones that are based on a true story. Um, and you're just thinking, people are like, "Oh, why isn't it exactly like what really happened?" Well, because you gotta change the story a little bit to make it like, entertaining, right? So people go to the movies, they don't want to, be reminded of their lives. They want to escape and have some entertainment, right? So I hate when some people say, "Oh, that movie wasn't realistic enough." So I don't expect a movie to be realistic completely. 'Cause you're going to watch a movie to get away from reality, not to confront reality, right? I don't know. That's just what I think. Like, movies are meant to be entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if they're not entirely accurate, it really doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? You're just going there to watch a movie. It's not like life changing or life altering or whatever, right? It's just a movie. And my favorite is Back to Future trilogy. I know you guys are going to say those are three movies, but you have to watch all three together because they connect into one storyline. All the three movies. You know what I mean? Because the first one says to be continued at the end. Second one to be continued again, and then the third one that says the end. But not only that, the whole story from the first one to the second one to the third one all connects as one story. You know what I mean? Somebody said to me, "Oh, but those are three different movies." I'm like, "It's really one movie split into three parts." You know what I mean? I love Back to the Future. I love. Um, I guess I was always been fascinated, like I said, with time travel, even though it's not something that's real. And I think Michael J. Fox was great in it. Anybody's a Back to the Future buff, I'm sure you already know this. Eric Stoltz was originally selected to be Marty only because Michael Wright was on Family Ties and he wasn't originally available, but then became available and he was doing both Family Ties and the movie at the same time. Oh my goodness, right? But it was a really great movie. I thought Michael J. Fox was good when he was on Spin City and that too. Michael J. Fox is one of my favorite actors as well. Um, I think became even. I was already a fan of Michael J. Fox to begin with, but we not only became diagnosed with Parkinson's, but now um, tries to help fight Parkinson's with his foundation and to come up with research to fight it. That just makes me even more a bigger fan. You know what I mean? Um, you turn a negative into a positive, and you do something great to help others as well, right? Like, why not? I'm not against anybody, whether they're somebody or not, using what's happening to them to help other people, right? Story kept changing when Michael J. Fox go back. I don't understand what you mean, Diana. The story kept changing when Michael J. Fox go back to his time. Well, yeah, of course it did, because with what happened in that movie, right? Whatever he did changed the course of events, right? So it makes sense to me, right? It's not going to be back to exactly the same. Everything is supposed to change. That's the whole point, right? When you change something in history, it affects like your present time, right? When you go back to it, right? So not everything is going to be the same. You know what I mean? Although I think it was exaggerated a bit, though. And you go back to your own time, and suddenly your dad's this like successful author, and you got a brand new truck. Like, come on. But again, it's only the movies, right? I don't expect it to be realistic, especially a movie about time travel. But I love the Back to the Future. I love that trilogy. It's really good. Definitely my favorite. Of any other movies I love, and I there's a lot of movies I enjoy. That's definitely my favorite. Is that the Back to the Future, all three. And again, like it makes sense to watch them one after the other for the story to connect, right? Some people just watch one or they haven't seen the other two. Like you have to watch all of them for the story to make sense. You know what I mean? I think if you don't watch all of them, you just watch one, or if you watch two, you haven't watched all three. It's like, I guess in a way, it's like not watching all the Star Wars movies. I'm talking about like the not the prequel ones, whatever. I know that gets confusing to me. So many versions of Star Wars stuff out now, I can't keep track. You know what I mean? Star Wars is good, but what's the movie series I don't like? Don't hate me. If you guys like the series, I don't like the Godfather movies. I found them boring and way too long. And this one New Year's, my mom made us watch all the Godfather movies. I think we were up all night because, I don't know, anybody's seen them. Those movies are really, really long. And when you don't, I try and fall asleep, and she'll be like, wake up, you're missing this part. Like, are you kidding me? I don't get the Godfather, why everybody thinks they're so great, right? Just like, don't hate me, guys, but I love Jimmy Stewart. He's a great actor, but can't stand His Wonderful Life. Okay, good. I found His Wonderful Life really boring. I'm sorry. But right, you know what I mean. Everybody has a right to what they like or they don't like. So, although I do think Jimmy Stewart was great in that movie. I think the movie as a whole. I'm not either, Diana. No, I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? I do like watching movies like that have medieval medieval themes or similar to that, like um, the Robin Hood movie. I like the one with Kevin Costner. That's my favorite of all the Robin Hood type movies that have been released. I've heard the one with Russell Crowe is good in that. I think there's always Robin Hood movies coming out. There's a more recent one than that even. I can't remember who's in it or anything right now. But um yeah, everybody is exactly. You don't have to agree, right? You're gonna find somebody who agrees with you because everybody, I mean, or these opinions wouldn't, or these opinions, or these movies wouldn't make money, right? So somebody obviously likes some. Um, I think I posted a photo on Instagram or something. Somebody was like, "What are you doing posting on Instagram and that right now? Or what are you doing posting going live on YouTube? Aren't you watching? Aren't you going to watch Game of Thrones?" And I wrote them back like, "I don't watch Game of Thrones." And they were like, "Oh my god, you don't watch Game of Thrones?" They acted like there's something wrong with me or something. Like, come on, like And it's just like, or they're living under a rock. So like, one, I don't have cable, and I know in Canada you have to watch it on an app called Crave TV. We don't have the HBO Now app. And second, that means I'd have to pay movie money to watch it. I'm already paying for Netflix, and I have the premium version of YouTube because I can't stand all the ads and stuff. And plus, YouTube is having their own shows and that now. Like in Canada, the premium YouTube, or it used to be called YouTube Red in the States. I don't know if it still is. It's only been around, I think, for like about a year, maybe. Around for long. And it also has some network apps I watch my shows on. But anyway, yeah. As an Instagram follower, right? It's like active like there's something wrong with me because I wasn't watching Game of Thrones. So I try and advertise sometimes my live or whatever, not all the time, but every once in a while I do. And he's like, "Why are you going to do your live on YouTube? Aren't you watching Game of Thrones?" I was like, "No." And I wrote him, "I'm not into Game of Thrones." You know what I mean? I don't watch it. And he's just like, "Made me feel so stupid just because I don't watch it." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't watch it. I'm not into it." Like some of those people take Games of Thrones so seriously, and they're like, "Got something wrong with you if you're not into it." I'm like, "Really? I respect those that like it, but like, don't make me feel like I'm doing something wrong with me because I don't watch it." Yeah, I can't get into it. I know Netflix has most of the seasons on there. I don't know if it's all of them except for the last one, but I haven't even watched it, any of it. Yeah, see, well, we have Apple TV, right? Just because we can put apps on it. Um, and a lot of the Canadian networks here, they have free apps. And even if you don't have a cable provider, right? As long as you watch the shows you like the week they air, they're totally free. And we have a TV app, right? That reminds me on my phone when there's a new episode of something, right? So I never miss anything. What could get confusing, Sue? Oh my god, it's almost 1 o'clock. Ah. What could get confusing? Do you mean like I'm not sure what you mean. I think I'm gonna end this in a few minutes, guys, because I'm trying to get tired. And I know I should probably be in bed in a few minutes because somebody's gonna wake me up at 6 a.m. Well, yeah, I could go back to sleep, but just for a few more minutes. So about 5 minutes probably. Oh, you mean Game of Thrones can be confusing? Maybe is that what you mean? Yeah, see, when someone tells me they aren't into a show that I watch, I go, no problem. That's cool, right? But I hate when I tell somebody I'm not into watching something, they're like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, come on. What do you? Yeah, but it's 2 hours earlier for you. So I guess it's almost 11 for you, right? If you're 2 hours behind me. But no, I am. It's not too early. I don't have to be working all this week, but well, no problem, Diana. You have a good night. Good talk, everybody. Yeah. On that note, yeah. So we can keep it going just a few more minutes. Nope, it's almost 10. All right, sure, Mountain Time, so it's 3 hours behind. I was thinking Central Time. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, have a good night, Diana. Oh, you know what? The world would be a boring place if we were all into the same things, right? Everybody liked the same movies, everybody liked the same music, everybody like the same YouTube content. It'd be definitely one boring place. So I'm glad everybody's unique and and has their own opinions, right? Yeah. So you're in if it's almost midnight for you, Sue, then you must be Eastern Standard Time. You're yeah. I don't know. You tired? Whew. Okay. Yeah, I may have to end it now. I don't think you guys want to see me yawning. But yeah, the world would be pretty boring if everybody liked all the same stuff, right? So yeah, and that being said, I'm gonna end this, guys. A couple of minutes earlier than I said I was going to. Once I start yawning, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me on the live. Just a reminder, guys, only this week, only tomorrow night, I am uploading a video at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to be doing a live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. I'm going to try and post something in the morning on my social media there, just to remind you guys. Um, and yeah, I'm glad hope you guys enjoyed the live tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, and to new subscribers who have joined recently. I thank all of you, though, for your support, guys. Don't forget to hit the like on your way out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Hit that bell. And just a reminder, check out my social media links in the description as well, guys. Check out my friends' channel links in the description there. Really appreciate you give those channels a look. See there. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody. Bye.